RVing for Newbies, RV Mentor. This is the second episode in our safety series. We're going to be talking about fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, emergency escape windows.
RV Mentor, RVing for Newbies, ethics disclaimer. All the tools being used, the items being installed or reviewed were purchased by RV Mentor. The only exceptions will be denoted in the next slide in this video, giving the name of the manufacturer, the items, and how they were acquired, donated, etc. The things stated in this video are the opinions of RV Mentor and are just that, opinions, but are based on 13 years of being an RV owner and being an RV inspector. Let's get on with the video.
Hi, greetings. Welcome to another episode of RV Safety with your host, RV Mentor. So we're going to talk about fire extinguishers. Take a look at here. What we've got is a 10BC, and we'll talk a little bit later about what that means. You got a dial on there to tell you whether it's good or bad, at least in theory. It has a label. These are usually placed near your door somewhere. Let's talk a little bit about fire extinguisher classes or fire extinguisher types. There are 4 classes of fire extinguishers: A, B, C, and D. And each class or type can put out a different type of fire. Your Class A fire extinguishers will put out fires in ordinary combustibles such as wood and paper. Class B extinguishers are for use on flammable liquids like grease, gasoline, and oil. Class C extinguishers are suitable for use only on electrically energized fires. And Class D extinguishers are designed for use on flammable metals. Multi-purpose extinguishers can be used on different types of fires. As you'll see in your RV, you probably have a Class BC fire extinguisher, which is good on flammable liquids like grease, like potential kitchen fire, and electrical fires. The numbers before the B and C are a measure of the amount of square feet the fire extinguisher can put out. So if you're looking at a 10BC, that would be 10 square feet of the type of BC fire extinguisher. Let's talk a little bit about fires and RVs. Fires and RVs are basically terrible. The RVs are a tinderbox. They will go up in smoke in 0 time flat. If you have a fire, if it is anything more than very, very small that you can handle with one of these type of fire extinguishers, then just get out of the RV. It isn't worth trying to fight it. These things are just a lot of light wood. They will just burn like crazy. You've seen pictures, you've seen videos, you know how it is. So, we've got a fire extinguisher here on the left, normally one that comes with your RV. And my one on the right I picked up was called a Tundra fire extinguisher. Stops fires fast. Usually good for things like a grease fire on the stove, something of that sort. I keep a couple of these around. Just in case it's a small fire, I know I can smack this thing with this and psh, we're done. Anything more than that, definitely get out of your RV. Here's the emergency window. Yeah, there's a boat outside my window as I'm parked in my driveway. This is my emergency window I have up front. It has 2 levers. Let's take a peek here. Open the first one. Open the second one and push the window at the bottom. Do not put your hand on the glass and try to push it out, especially when you want to test these things. These should be tested once a month. All right? Open it up, make sure it works. Pull it back in to get it closed. Close the lever back, and you're done. That's all you got to do to test your emergency exit windows. Do that on all of them at least once a month. Make sure they're going to work. I will tell you, emergency exit windows on Airstreams, it seems like they're crazy vacuum packed. You may have a little bit of a challenge to get those bad boys open. You'll want to unlock them from the inside. They have a huge lever on the side of the window. Go outside and attempt to pull them open instead of pushing them open. In a couple of RV inspections I did, it was a huge hassle to get them open. I'm not sure what I'd do in a fire. I'd probably end up just busting out the window because they were such a hassle to get open. But keep that in mind for you Airstream owners. Unlock them from the inside, go outside, and attempt to pull them open. Otherwise, there's a good chance you'll bust the glass out. Smoke detectors. Got one up here on the ceiling. Irritating as all get out. I also have a couple in other places. I have picked up a carbon monoxide and smoke alarm. Alright, this is the first alert version. Yeah, that is seriously irritating. So it tests both the smoke and the carbon monoxide aspect. Okay, you got the one that comes. Usually there's one, at least one with your RV. I picked up a second one. Mostly I put them at the level where people were breathing, and that the reason behind that for the carbon monoxide perspective. I have one here in the front. I have one in the back, right at the level when you're laying in the bed in the back where you would be breathing. So it would detect carbon monoxide, hopefully, before you start sucking that stuff into your lungs. How do we get carbon monoxide in our RV? Leak from the outside for generator would let it in. As you're using your stove, take a peek here at the stove. Alright? If you're using your stove, you'll get carbon monoxide off the burning of the propane. If you're using your furnace, you potentially could get some. So you definitely want to have more carbon monoxide detectors than less. Okay, smoke detectors. I got one up on the roof. How about it? Cut.